I don't know why it does that. It shouldn't ever be turned off on OBS, but it does. I've just been talking to myself this whole time. Anyway, welcome to the Club Sesh. I'm Vanessa Lavarado. Hi, I hope you liked my intro. Yes, Chris Anderson, I'm sorry, I figured it out. I was like, wait a minute, let me check if my mic is on, but it is on now, thankfully. I just want this to stay. Are we going to have one of those mic days where I'm just like fiddling with this thing? Thanks, Eddie. I put a lot of work into that, actually. I had to like get the photos and like get everything all sorted to do that intro, but I like it. I thought it was a nice way to kind of start the live stream so you knew. Oh, wait, I don't want this yet. Nice, Vanessa. Anyway, I don't want that. It's ugly. Let me grab my book, because that should be there. Hi, Mama. You ate your food? That's all you get. And you don't get upset. Let me put this here. Over here. There we go. Oops. And here's my lighter. Okay. How's it going? Oh, I was yelling at someone on Instagram. I'm sorry. This is a date. I need a little energy. So, hi, Kathy. How's it going? I just was live on Instagram. Let me swallow. I was just live on Instagram. Oh, I need an ashtray. And someone commented that they are like a MAGA person, but they still loved me. And I was just going off on them. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I didn't blend my... That might be sunburn. That's looking irritated red, not blush red. So that's what that is. Hi, no, you can't boss me around with your little nose. I'm just grabbing my ashtray. No, Bonbon, you got your treats. You got enough today. He had dinner. If she's not going to sit in her bed, I'm not going to put it there. Oh, wait, now she goes. She's like, she knows when the camera's on. Anyway, there you go. Hi, Nelson FX. Hi, Reza. Reza, oh, you liked that? Some people, I guess, like people, I went to this event last night and I was kind of told, like, when you're in my position, you just kind of have to shut up. Like you can't, because I have brand sponsors and things like that. Like I shouldn't be talking in that way because maybe some of their customers are MAGA, but I just have a real problem like staying quiet about it. It really, like when people say that to me, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Finding Keepers. I don't know like what they expect me to say. Like, oh, you love me. So, well, Reza, I also have bills to pay. So, and sponsors pay those bills. So I can't exactly just like, is the sound wrong? I'm trying to make it so that this mic is a little bit closer to my face so that it's really, I was wondering about that. You're so real. It made me wonder if you're ever under any kind of rules based on your work. I mean, yeah, I find out the consequences when I don't get more contracts. So, it can be a little tricky, but I agree. Like it's important to speak up, but I'm also like, I'm not a political person. So it's like, why do I need to say anything? But I like to use these live streams to like look into things and investigate things. And, I shouldn't be calling people names. It's really hard not to when they say some of the shit that they say. You're just like, what the fuck, man? Not the brightest. Anyway, which makes me feel badly because it's like, you don't want to tell someone like I do, but like you shouldn't tell people like you're really stupid, but it's not nice. It's not a good way to argue with someone, but sometimes some of the shit they say is just like, no, that's not how it works. First of all, no, I shouldn't get into this. I get too heated. Hi, Kodiak. How's it going? How's everyone doing? I'm lighting up. Let me show you this big ass jar. Hi, Riri Kurari. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but hi. Welcome to the live stream. This is a big jar of peace and love. What do you think about that? Are you jealous? Kodiak, you just tapped in. Reza is being cute, or Bonbon is being cute. She's like on her mission to see what's going on, but I'm hoping she kind of like lays down. Like she gets in, it's just her fur. Anyway, check out this flower. Come on. You know you won. There we go. Oop, it had a little stem stuck in it. But doesn't that look pretty? Oh, there she goes with her little chicken legs. Is she going to get comfy or is she going to jump down? I don't know what she's doing. What is she doing? It looks very bizarre. All that just to jump down. Anyway, there goes the bonbon. So peace and love, it's a cross between Hawaiian Fanta and Pineapple Wonder. And it is cultivated by this awesome grower, Tina Gordon from Moonmade Farms. Moonmade, this is the brand. So if you see this at the, holy shit, Andrea Paradiso, I miss Big Chase Mason. I can't even talk. Holy shit, a $50 super chat. Wait, let me get. We gotta get you going. Wasn't that awesome? Everyone say thank you to Andrea. Andrea, am I saying your name correctly? I'm assuming you're Italian. So I'm saying it the Italian way. Kodiak, are you up in Humboldt? Andrea, I'm putting you into my raffle. I don't know where you're located. Are you I'll figure out something. If an international person wins, I'll figure out something to do for them because I have a lot of international members. So, right? Baller. Everyone say thank you to Andrea paying my bills. See, when you guys pay my bills, right? When you all pay for this content and my content and everything, that's the goal, right? Then I can say whatever the fuck I want, unless it pisses you guys off. But I feel like for the most part, you know what I'm about. And that's really the goal, is to not, have to be totally dependent on brands. But I still speak my mind pretty frequently. Yes, you are. I am Sicilian on my father's side, and I live in Annapolis, Maryland. Okay, so cool. I'm putting a lot of these 10 raffle tickets in there for you. You're Sicilian. I'm Sicilian. I'm 50% Sicilian and 50% Calabrese. And when I told that, I was in Siena for the Contrada, which is the horse race in Siena. I was very young at the time. I think I was like 17. And I was having dinner with the owl Contrada. And how they do it is like after the races, they set up these tables like long in the streets, right? And you sit and everyone is drinking Chianti and blah, blah, blah. I remember telling this very handsome guy from Siena, I was like, I'm Sicilian Calabrese. And the look on his face, he was like, you scare me, because we're crazy. So there you go. No, oh my God. Thank you, Eddie. I'm sorry. I don't even know how I didn't notice that. I think it's this one because I updated. I think I got distracted by the intro video, getting that right. Did that work? Yes, there we go. Thank you for your patience today. It was a little bit on and off, but I feel like I did a good job with the intro, so you'll be more forgiven. Hookstergram, hi. You guys are so nice to each other. I love it. So anyway, today we're going to talk about the green triangle, also called the emerald triangle. And then at 6 o'clock, I'm hoping that Tina can join in for a little phone call. I don't know how we're going to make that work. I'm trying to figure out how to make it work. We might just hold up my phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 3 more raffle tickets for Andrea. Paradiso. Alrighty. How's everyone doing? Hi, Patrick. Just saw your message. Hookstergram says I'm amazing. Thank you. Brandon says I'm the coolest. I don't know what I doing to deserve all of this. But of course my dog. God damn it, Bonbon. She never wants to go, like when the camera is put up where she's supposed to be. I can't even talk today. I think my brain is tired. Okay, we got one more. This was a lot of raffles, but thank you. We appreciate it. Andrea Paradiso. Oh shoot, I was supposed to change the oh yeah, Sicilian Calabrese. Stay on your good side. Also means you're twice as passionate. I don't know about that. I'm just angry. Just 1 second. see if that works. Let's see. Nope. Not quite, Baba. Oops. Oh boy. It's one of those days. How can we get this to be closer? Bonbon. Can I zoom in? I don't think we can zoom in. Okay, Bonbon. I'm trying to get Bonbon. It's very hard. Let me see if that's the right. Why isn't it doing it that direction? Okay, I think that should be. It's all about the Bonbon, if we're being honest. See, but now it's just too much couch. But maybe we can. I'm going to do it like that. Yeah. And then we'll kind of put it to the side. She's right there, okay? She wants to sleep on the couch. Sorry. You've had your fun. You're gone? KOR, good question. Are you kidding? Is she joking me right now? Is this a game? This is a game for her at this point. It's a game. I swear to God, if she gets up again, I'm going to lose it. Hi, JL Sanders. Kodiak left the chat. Why? That doesn't make me feel good. Good evening, V. Good evening, chat. Hi, JL Sanders. Wait, thank you. Any thoughts? Wait, KOR. What was your original question? Sorry. Oh, I have a question about THCV. My shop offered me some edibles and said that the THCV would give me energy, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. THCV is a minor cannabinoid. And so it is kind of, it's like, yeah, it's supposedly supposed to help like suppress your appetite. And it's a new, cultivators are like starting to play with different cannabinoids now because THC has been like the dominant one that they've been cultivating to increase the levels of THC. And now we've like hit this point where it's like, okay, we've got like 40% THC. We need some other cannabinoids. And so they're cultivating strains that have these other minor cannabinoids in higher amounts, like CBG. CBG is the mother cannabinoid, but THCV is one of them, and THCV is supposed to give you energy. Okay. This is what I'm smoking on. It's called Peace and Love from Moon Made Farms. It's fresh out. This is the new shit. And I just rolled that up, and that's what I'm smoking on. Oh no, this guy from the Instagram thing. Okay, have fun sharing a bathroom with men who may potentially do something, and fuck it. Let's have men win all the women's sports because they can't do well in their own. Let me just tell you guys, I'm going to screen grab this. I might have to make a video making fun of him. I am the opposite of a transphobe. I am the opposite of what is that called? A TERF. I am not a TERF. I don't agree with any of that bullshit. I have no problem with trans women in women's bathrooms. Why would I have a problem? They're fucking women. They're women. Okay. And so I don't have a problem with it. I have a problem with them going into a men's bathroom because they're going to be putting themselves in danger. They also represent a microscopic portion of our society. So I just think it's this weird obsession. And when I see it, especially from men, it's usually men who are transphobes, I know there's something else underneath it. So seek therapy, work out your shit, but don't take it out against trans people because they get enough shit. And this guy commenting this, what a loser. Restrict. This is my only account. Single dad of two boys. Okay. What, you don't know what's going to happen with your kids. And anyway, the only thing you said that in that whole thing is that it suppresses appetite. The only scary thing, listen, everybody is different. Everybody's body is different. I took that THCV. Did it suppress my appetite? No. I'm not that sensitive. So I just try it out. See if you like it. If you don't like it, don't do it again. I don't like that strain. But that's what it is, and that's what it's about. Anyway, so we're going to be looking at Humboldt today. But I kind of want to just take it easy for a little bit. Smoke some weed. So that really bummed me out. Like, what a weird fucking thing to say. I'll be the Joker to your Harley all day long. Like, these losers think that they're something in my life. Like, I don't know you, bro. I don't care who you are. Like, Imran, hi from India. Very cool. Hi. You know what I love, Imran? I wish we had a good Indian restaurant in Los Angeles. There's some just outside of Los Angeles, but inside of Los Angeles is kind of hard to find. But I love pav bhaji. I know that's definitely like a English colonial influence on that dish, but I love pav bhaji. They're so good. And I love idli sambar. I used to eat that almost every day after school. Just stop because that's what I could afford was some idli sambar. That's it. Verdant, it made you sad. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Just know that those guys are they're the worst, okay? They're the scum of the earth, and it's all about them, and it's nothing about the trans community. Unfortunately, they are the scapegoat right now. The trans community has become the scapegoat. They don't deserve it. They have enough violence against them. They don't need it, okay? So I have a lot of trans friends, and I love my trans friends. I love all of my friends, and I don't see them as anyone different than who they are as people. And so I just wish that, I think it's really a fear of the unknown. It's like, this is for some reason a fixation for them. And I can think of a lot of reasons why they're fixated on it, but it's a reflection of them, and it's not a reflection of the trans community. It's fucking sad is right. So we're not for that. Brandon, that's interesting. If I do enough of it, the same happens to me, but it would have to be a lot of it. Saag paneer, yum. I do love saag paneer. I think all weed kind of suppresses my appetite. I have not, that's kind of I use weed for my appetite. It definitely makes me hungry. Verdant green, yes. And immigrants and black people and seniors, yes. Senior citizens. Do you guys want to know the biggest, what's the biggest demographic that are becoming unhoused? it's the elderly, senior citizens, because they don't have. In Italy, how they do it is like everyone lives in the same house, right? So like nonna, nonno, and nonna, they're probably on the lower floor, so they don't have to like climb up the stairs so much. And then their kids are in the next apartment, or they're right next door. And then everyone lives in either in the same house building or close enough that you can like throw a tomato and hit a relative. So there's more support for the elderly community in I find in Italy and in Europe in general. Whereas here we have the tradition of putting our elders in retirement communities if we can afford it, right? They're fucking expensive. They're really, really, really expensive. So, hi, Michelle. Why am I just seeing Michelle's comment? Why am I not seeing all these comments? Puff Bhaji and idli sambar is good, but I would suggest your team to some Himachal Malayalam super cream and weed is worth trying. I would love to guide. Cool. That sounds awesome. Your team to some Himachal. I don't know what that word is or if I'm pronouncing it right. Himachal. Oh, it's a state. It's the state of India. It's a state in India. Himachal Pradesh. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Please let me know. It's a state in the northern part of India, situated in the western. We can switch on over to the club browser sesh. Where's the bonbon cam? Hello, we need the bonbon cam. Why isn't it here? This is annoying. Add existing GoPro. Oh my God, she's massive. There she is. She's so cute. We got to have bonbon. Very important. And then, oops, the chat. My bad. Bringing the chat back. Give me back. Milana Village. We're going to search it right now. Let me just put the YouTube chat. Oh, wait. It says pot poutine on the top. My bad. Let me fix this. Please. I'm going to do it here. Properties, not pot poutine. Say join my Patreon, the Edibles Club. That's what we're going to have it say. Hi, Pete. How's it going? Verdant Square. I'm a senior, formerly unhoused, soon to return there soon. No, life's hard. Italy knows what it's about. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let us know how we can help you. I'm going to look this up. So we're going to put this in here. Is Milana cream arguably the best cannabis product? Milana Hash Village. I wonder if we can watch this or if we're not allowed to. Oh, I've heard about Milana. Yes, I have. Can we watch this? Is it going to let us? Or are we going to get in trouble? I don't think I have the Discord link. Do I need an invite to join? Are you part of the quarter up? I'm putting my earbuds in. Connect. Are you part of the quarter up tier? Because then I'll send you. It should have given you a link, but I'll send you a link for Discord. Terrified about what the reeking billionaire will do to Social Security. No, you don't have to turn to sex work. You're gonna figure it out. But I did hear that that they just got rid of the phone lines for Social Security. Winslow was telling me that the phone lines are gone for Social Security, and like the reason that they want to do that is because they don't want people to be able to get help, right? So if they mess up and they cancel your Social Security, they want you to have to go through like Dante's inferno level of bureaucracy to get a hold of anyone. So I know it's a joke, Verdun Square, but sometimes it's not a joke. And we do not judge sex workers. Okay? It's the oldest profession that ever was. It's also the only profession that women make more than men do. So there you go. That's how I feel about it. I have a story about that in my cookbook. If people have to change their payment account, it will be hard now. That's what I'm saying. Like all of that is going to be super difficult. And that's how they want it. They want it to be difficult. Have to go to office for simple things now. But now imagine like they're understaffed at the Social Security office. The phone lines don't exist anymore. And so, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so world famous weed mountain in India. I feel like this is going to get me in trouble. We're going back in 2022. This got a lot of views on it. Your mate, Tom. Who the fuck is this guy? DMT explained. He's I make documentary films and interview interesting people. Yeah, there won't be any offices. Yes. So I just think, and that what's going to happen with that is, 1 second. I just want to write something really mean. Sorry, I'm just writing a really mean message back to that guy. Okay, done. Thank God for dancing. And they're closing offices. Yes. And not computer savvy. Yeah, it's all bad. It's not good. Okay? It's not good. But today we're trying to learn about the Emerald Triangle. Is it bad that I wait for people to see my messages to them before I restrict and block them? Anyway. Let's look at some things. Verdun Square, I said some mean things. And as soon as I see that it's red, I'm going to block him. I have some links that I'm going to look at. I wonder if we can watch this. I don't know. Oh my God, it's an hour.
If you were to tell me
Should we watch this? Oh, I'm done feeding him. I'm going to say these mean things and then that's it. That's all. I just want him to know that I know. I want him to know that I know what he doesn't want me to know. I know why he's really mad at trans women. I know why. And I want him to know that I know. So he knows that I know. That he knows that I know. Okay, we'll watch a bit of it. We can't watch the whole of it.
4 years ago, when we started growing in our basements, that we would end up here, I wouldn't believe it. But here we are, one of the most iconic places in the world known for growing cannabis.
Ridgeline. So this is where I block a lot. Burden Square. I'm a blocker. Anyway, this is where I originally got my hash from when I started Marigold Sweets, was from Humboldt. This is the Eel River, I'm pretty sure. The Eel River. And I had a friend up there who was growing beautiful flowers and gave me a big old bag of cold water hash. And that's how I started making my chocolates and really made a name for myself in the Bay Area, and then eventually came down to LA. But people really trusted my edibles because I was using hash. They tasted really good. I guess, what if I was the conductor? You kind of have to like go before.
You got a winner.
Just a ton of dope.
Okay, enough. They're trying to make it like chef's table.
Hi again. Sometimes the best adventures start with a simple connection. And we've made some pretty meaningful connections over the years in this community. Connections that have turned into lifelong friendships.
We have been creating content revolving around growing at home and our love for the plant
Whoa,
and
he
all
really
things
like
cannabis
grabbed
for
her
almost 4 years
Gucci
now.
booty.
And through
He,
that
like,
passion, we have found
got
an
up in
amazing
there, like-
community and some amazing friends along the way. Like Dakota from Homegrow TV, Joe from Basement Grow Show, and Mr. Q, who finally started his own channel, Mr. Q's Garden. Friends that share our
Finally.
same passion around growing, learning, and creating.
Last
Yeah, but
year,
are the
we were
ladies
fortunate
any
enough to get to
growers?
meet them face to face in Las Vegas. When the first project we had planned together came to life, AC Infinity Pimp My Grow, where we held a contest for the community and we got to completely make over someone's grow space with all the best gear from AC Infinity. Little did we know, that trip to Vegas was a spark for something much bigger.
As soon as we got back from Vegas, Dakota hit us up along with Joe about the next big adventure he was dreaming up. He had recently returned from a Pheno hunt in California with the Humboldt Seed Company and was amazed by what he had seen there. He wanted to return and bring his friends to share that amazing experience. And so began the idea to travel to Northern California, to the region that started the cannabis movement in the States, known as the Emerald Triangle.
We had such a great time connecting and so many awesome memories from our time in Vegas. Of course, we were on board for this epic adventure.
Whoa,
When we brought the
whoa.
idea of the trip to Sydney
Hip
at AC
gyrations.
Infinity, she was immediately on board with the idea of sharing the knowledge of the legends in the Emerald Triangle and bringing it back to the tent. And together, we all began planning the journey of a lifetime.
We wanted to say thank you, Dakota, for including us on this trip and thinking of us on truly the journey of a lifetime. Make sure you go check out his version of this trip on his channel, Homegrow TV, on YouTube.
This was so much more than just a documentary. This was truly a journey into one of the most mystical, magical, special places on Earth.
This trip is going to take us 2 weeks as we travel to Northern California, going to different farms, meeting the growers, checking out the buds,
What's that?
Probably the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen.
and experiencing the culture. We knew it was going to be
Wow.
a huge project, and we knew we couldn't do it alone.
We needed another member of the team, someone creative, someone who loves growing in this community as much as we all do, someone who could help film and capture those moments and the behind the scenes. We found Jay, Hyperactive Highs, on YouTube, and after a few calls with him, we knew he was a perfect fit for the team.
We also needed a legend of our
This is
own,
cute.
the author of the Cannabis Encyclopedia, Jorge Cervantes.
That's pretty incredible.
Some might say the original cannabis content creator. Jorge has a wealth of knowledge and experience in the area dating back to the very beginning of cultivation in the region.
1977. Then it was like amazing because they had incredible weed up here because
Sorry, my ear is itching.
they had better genetics than me.
Along with his assistant, Stefan,
Grandpa, you have to press the button also, huh? Not just looking to.
they
Call
brought
him
the
Grandpa.
wisdom and the laughs to the team.
Mr. Q, a grower,
And I'm a professional joint roller.
Wow.
smoke tester,
Good job.
American cuisine enthusiast,
I got an American
Brandon, do you like that book?
Let's just say it didn't fill.
and fellow creator. It's hard to imagine making this trip without him after hanging out with him in Vegas. He's the glue to this joint, keeping the team together and burning strong. And to make this vision a reality, we needed a wizard with the camera. Someone who could capture all the key moments, the audio, and a professional drone pilot. Dakota knew just the person for this. All the way from Spain, Alfred.
We all knew the logistics of this
Wow.
trip were complex. We needed someone who knew how to plan, how to schedule, keep us on track, and could get shit done.
Poor Jenny.
We knew Sydney from AC Infinity had the skills from planning Pimp My Grow and other ACI adventures. We all vibe well, so it was a no-brainer. Along with Drew, the marketing machine, making sure the budget and the content was on point.
So, what is the Emerald
Wow, that's a
Triangle?
lot. How
why
did
are
they
we going,
fund
and
this?
why does it play an important role
I guess
in
they
the
had a lot
history
of
of cannabis
channels. Their channels were
cultivation?
big enough.
The Emerald Triangle refers to a region in Northern California that is known for being one of the most prolific cannabis growing areas in the United States.
The Emerald Triangle
Okay, I'm glad you said something, Eddie, because I was like, does this seem a bit excessive? Like, it's really nice what they did. Like, they wanted to introduce their entire team. But I'm like, who's the host? And like, who's talking? Like, whatever.
Triangle is Humboldt County, Mendocino County, and Trinity counties. And that's where all the main
Humboldt,
growing goes
Mendocino,
on.
and Trinity.
All of which are located in the rugged, rural forests and mountains of the northern part of the state. The Emerald Triangle has a
Like, a lot of money went into this. This is expensive. All of those people, that was like what? Like 7 people?
reputation for producing some of the finest and most potent outdoor cannabis in the world. With a long history rooted in countercultural movements, illicit cultivation, and more recently, legal cannabis production.
Our mission,
Prop
to journey to
215.
the Emerald Triangle and meet the legends and
Prop 215, I think AC Infinity sponsored it. Yeah. Prop 215 was a proposition in California that said for these cannabis collectives that they could, patients of them could grow and make edibles for their fellow patients as part of the collective, right? Because some patients don't have the skills or the time or the space to grow their own cannabis. That's how it worked. So you weren't growing cannabis to sell. You were growing it to supply to your fellow patient of the collective. So when you're cultivating, you had to become a member of the dispensaries that you were supplying to. So it was a loophole that we all worked under, and it was silly.
the growers who have been mastering their craft for years, and some even decades, to hear their stories and see how they grow some of the most amazing cannabis in the world, and find out the secrets of the triangle and what makes it so
Hi,
special.
Marvin.
And maybe take some
Everyone say hi to Marvin. Marvin, we're learning about the Emerald Triangle.
of that knowledge back to our own grow tent. With the team assembled, itinerary set, flights booked, and over a year of planning, this
Imran, we totally hear you. Milana Cream, we hear you. We love it. Would love to go and visit, but this Club Sesh is about the Emerald Triangle. So we'll check it out another time for another sesh. Thank you for being here. And it's definitely, I have heard about it, and I have, Incredible Edibles is one of my shows that I do. And I like to meet edible makers around the world, wherever they are. Could be up in Humboldt, could be in, with Milana Cream. So maybe we'll come to India if I can get the sponsorship. So Anyway, everyone say hi. Yes. We're going to keep going.
This dream is about to become a reality.
This is the Emerald Legends, a journey into the triangle.
I had to get up at 3.
Wow, that's a lot of editing. You guys.
Currently 5:16 in the morning.
5:16, so we're getting ready to fly out. It's like a 9-hour total flight.
I'm not doing any of this when I make videos. Let's get to the point.
But we're gonna be on our way and then see everybody as soon as we touch down. So
Can't wait to see y'all.
can't wait to see you, fam. Is that Basic Roadshow?
Get in here, Jay. Get in here, man.
Seen him in a while. Energies are high, dude. Look at this.
Why am I watching this?
Touchdown in Sacramento and were picked up by the crew and began heading north to Humboldt County to Sandy Bar Ranch, the first place we were staying.
Oh, wait. Bonbon's still there. Look at her.
The check-in has begun. Everyone's getting
Knows her
assigned their
name.
cabins.
Yeah, we saw a bear.
Yeah, we saw.
Wait, everyone give us a moment for how cute Bonbon is. Look at her. She's so happy. Okay, let's keep going. It seems like we're getting somewhere finally.
Saw a bear alongside the road. We turned around, and there it was.
Look at our first dog over here too, bro.
Cute.
After the 6-hour car ride,
Not
we were
as cute
all
as Bob.
excited to catch up, unpack, and get ready for the next day.
I guess I've been.
I really like this flower. I feel great.
You just come like under
Hey, look how Joe suited.
and then do another notch just so it doesn't come undone.
So how do you sell that?
Put it on the inside.
Joe's epic selling.
I still do not know what the fuck is going on with this video. We have had 8 whole minutes of my life has been spent to meeting their crew and them traveling to fucking Humboldt. We're going to skip ahead. I don't want to see them. I don't like watching people eat. I know that sounds weird given what I do, but
Day one. Everyone get.
I'm sorry.
Earlier.
There we go.
Oh, whoa, breaking the seal.
Sure.
Just kidding.
that are now legal in California.
No one hosts like these guys do. We show up homegrown melon.
Yeah.
Puff goes in extract.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Wow.
This thing is so dope. I've never had a puff though before.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
oh,
this is my first one. So thank you.
Erie glass tops.
Erie glass tops, bro.
I've never felt so welcome in a place in my whole life. This is amazing.
Round of applause for day one.
Let's go, day one.
Day one.
The welcome and hospitality was incredible. Being at Nat's farm was special because we met Nat and Ben in Las Vegas last year and learned about Nat's inspiring journey. He's the founder of Humboldt Seed Company, and he's been breeding cannabis for over 20 years. He's been a huge part of his local community and
Something happened
activism
with
for
them.
Indigenous people and environmental justice. He also played a major role in helping undam the Klamath River, the largest river restoration project in U.S. history.
Wow.
He stayed deeply committed to these values,
That's
serving
cool.
communities and advocating for justice for over 20 years. Hallie also joined us throughout the trip, Nat's daughter, who grew up immersed in growing and cannabis breeding.
To me, it was just like the normal. We were always a farming family, and so we would have our crop of corn and our tomatoes and our peas and our weed. And that was just like the life for me.
She's been involved from the start, helping the Pheno hunts and seed selection.
Pheno hunting has always kind of been like one of my, I would say, like specialties.
Now,
Cool.
Hallie oversees key operations
Really
and
pretty.
contributes to the company's nonprofit, the Nature's Rights Council, reflecting her passion for environmental justice, Indigenous rights, and her Humboldt County roots.
All right, welcome Pheno hunters. We wanted to just go over sort of the nuts and bolts of our Pheno hunting process. We really just want you to focus on the ones that that speak to you.
A phenotype is the outward expression of a plant. A genotype is the genetic information that you get when you sequence a plant. And then
I like where we're at now. I think we could have edited some of that initial, I'm responding to Russell, to that initial, in the beginning. I'm just more of like, what's going on? Let's talk to the farmers. I don't really care.
And then you also have the chemotype. That is the chemical constituents of the plant. When you have all of those things combined together in a great plant, we call it a dreamotype. Dad joke there. Sorry.
So this is the Pheno Hunt rating short form. There are a bunch of different variables on here. Smell strength, is it really, really strong? Trichome density, how frosty is it? Plant vigor is really self-explanatory. Then we also have disease resistance. Disease resistance is
So like when you go to, like they're picking out the plants to make more seeds, right? To fertilize, and like they'll either create a new strain or they will keep the current strain pure, like preserve those genetics. And so when you're looking at the plants to choose, it's not natural selection because we're doing, in a way it is, like we're doing it. I don't know how to explain it. I can't get that deep into it. Anyway, they're picking the healthiest looking, the prettiest buds, you know, like KD on Kotao. He's like, I picked the best male and the best female, and that becomes the seeds for next year because, you know, you want to always be.
This is a little tricky, but you're going to see diseased plants out there.
And aphids and things like that too. You'll see one plant in a variety will be more susceptible to aphids or spider mites. Powdery mildew is a great one.
Plant structure, that's a little bit subjective. Flower color, purple to green.
When you're pheno hunting, the more plants that you look at, the more likely you are to find the unicorns of the cannabis genome.
And it's always good to put notes too at the side of the column if you find something unique that you really like, because that helps kind of help it stand out.
Oh my God,
2018, we did the first 10,000 plant pheno hunt that we were aware of in the world. You know, I think we were kind of pioneering massive pheno hunting.
And one of the biggest things to remember is there is no wrong answers to any of this because it is extremely subjective. It's about your senses, your eyes, your nose, and how you resonate with the plant. So that's like one of the most interesting aspects of it for me, is that you really see who gravitates towards what plant.
You know, this is obviously a breeding farm, so our very first and foremost priority is breeding.
Feel like I'm at Willy Wonka factory for cannabis. I just can't wait to see the magic, you know what I mean? I'm pumped up.
Once Nat was handing out the binders and kind of showing us like what we were going to be looking for in all the phenos, it makes sense to put that on some type of scale. So it was really cool to see their processes and how they choose their flowers. We didn't really know what we were getting into. I didn't really know what pheno hunting was. Like I kind of, you know, knew the gist of it. We're looking for flowers, but I didn't understand the depths of it, and I have a whole new appreciation for it.
Now that we got the crash course in pheno hunting from Nat and Ben, it was time to hit the fields and check out the plants.
So we all brought pheno hunting vests as a tribute and as a thank you for making this a thing. And we're about to do the reveal. I don't think Nat knows we all have vests. So literally this whole thing of wearing vests is because of Nat. The first time seeing him online in his pheno hunts, he set a trend, and we're making it a thing.
What do you guys think of the vests? Are you for? What do you think? I'm looking at Bon. What do you want me to say about it? Look at, she hears me say her name, so I'm trying not to say her name because I don't want to wake her up. She's sleeping. You know, I took her for a really long walk this morning. We went to the PARK, okay? Can she spell? No. I need to move the camera down, but I don't want to get up and disturb her. Like, I just looked at her there and she was like, what's going on? Oh, God damn it. Okay, let me move the bonbon cam 1 second. BRB. the weirdest place to lay. Okay. We're gonna try. See if that works. Where did it go? Oh no, it's not. Why did you have to go there, Bonbon? Under the chair? Can I put you in the bed? I'm gonna try putting her in the bed because maybe she'll sit there. Oops, dropped something, Bonbon. I think that's okay. Come here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. God. Lay down. Yeah, lay down. Stay there. Damn it. I'm giving up. I'm over it. I tried, okay? All right, what's the chat saying? The vests look kind of police-ish to me. I totally agree. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for a practical vest. Okay, people like the vest. She can spell. Can she spell? She can spell. It's the K sound, says Kathy. Kathy, why are you undermining my child's brilliance? She's a brilliant dog. Bonbon is a sweetheart. She wants nothing to do with the camera. It's really funny. Fun fact, police and military took a lot of these designs from artists. Like the old school army camo came from artists in Europe. Oh, typical. Losers. Okay, let's see what's going on. They're going on their pheno hunt, okay? They're looking for unique traits in these plants.
So as a tribute to the legends that you guys are, we decided to follow suit, make this a thing, and we all showed up with our vests.
I love it.
And we're ready to rock.
I love it. You know what they say, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
It all started right here with this, guys.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Feel free to just go through this and
find a winner.
If you find something that you like I like number 4. This one looks pretty fire. So, you know, I might write this one down in the book.
But why does it look fire? Thanks, Jail.
One of the most important things about pheno hunting is keeping the genetic alive. I mean, we end up only keeping 0.001% of the stuff that we pheno hunt.
Like the etiquette, like what's it like? Like are we running up and grabbing the buds, or like how do you act when you get to someone's place to check the terps?
Generally, you never want to grab the bud. People you're squeezing my buds. What are you smashing my buds for, bud? Taking like a sugar leaf and like rubbing the trichromes off of a sugar leaf and smelling. That's a great way to get the nose. Or if you're at one of the farms we're going to, they're all cool. You can just go in, take a little bee bud. No one's gonna use that anymore, and give it a little squeeze.
Genius.
And then smell it that way. And that way you get much more accurate, more robust nose to it. And then you hand it to your friend.
So this right here is a pod mix.
And then you hand it to your friend.
I hate that.
Yeah.
But by the end of the day with that, you'll wind up having hash on the end of your nose.
I bet.
We call it breeder's nose.
Breeder's
And then in between plants, when you are smelling them, especially where there's so many different varieties, a really great way to neutralize your nose is to smell your skin.
Oh.
Because that's what you smell like to yourself. So it's a way to kind of get back to your base level. Like coffee works really good. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people use. But when it's more subtle smells, honestly.
Okay, I speak to Bonbon like a regular person a lot. And I really am speaking to myself, but I feel like it's okay because I'm talking to Bonbon. Anyway.
Your skin works better.
Yeah, Pheno Hunt 2020.
JL Sanders, you know what I really want? Speaking of eggs, I really want a Cadbury cream egg. I might order
24, Humboldt, living it up.
Checking out all these different strains and seeing what are the best ones, but really I feel like it's kind of a personal thing. It's like what you really like or what you gravitate to.
We're hunting together, but it still feels like such a personal experience. Like you have different preferences, I have different preferences.
She knows which lady she
Everyone
likes.
likes what they like.
Yeah.
The perfect amount of fruit and gas. Like you could just eat it.
It's good, right? There's so many good ones in here. We've been taking notes.
She's beautiful.
Doing our ratings, and who knows, maybe one of these will make it into something.
We've seen just the tip of the iceberg.
There's definitely standout strains, so much more to see.
Yes. This is the Granny Candy, and this was bred about a month and a half ago. 2/3 of this chamber is our selected Granny Candy clone, and then 1/3 of the chamber are Granny Candy seeds. So
cool.
This is the
I'm gonna get a
clone that we
Cadbury
selected
cream egg,
2
you
years
guys.
ago of Granny Candy that Luke at
wait.
Turp Mansion is in love with.
Hold up. Wait.
Yes. This is the Granny Candy, and this was bred about a month and a half ago. 2/3 of this.
So, who wants to say why it's purple? It's a flavonoid. And it's called, comment below, and I'll put, if you get it right, I'll put your name in the raffle. But that's beautiful. Really pretty. Look at those nugs. Are you door dashing Cadbury egg, Marvin? What else should I get? Should I get some potato chips? Marvin, your name goes into the raffle. Thanks, Marvin. Good job. I know, right? Don't you want to smoke it? So delicious. Marvin. I feel like I should add something to it. Like if they could go to the pizza place too. She's so annoying. Cinnamon rolls. I don't think I'm getting Cadbury cream eggs from CVS. So I feel like don't judge me. I'm going to get some hand soap too, because that was on my list and I did not get it. And I need some more hand soap. So I'm going to get some hand soap. And what else do I need? Because I don't like to have people bring me things. Yes, it's a flavonoid. Anthocyanin is what it is. Anthocyanin is why it's pink purple.
This
Something
chamber
salty.
is
you know what
our selected Granny Candy clone.
You know what I could get is the stuff to make the party crunch mix from my cookbook, which is Chex Mix. I would need, I need miso. Do you need an analytics guy for the channel? LOL. What do you mean? Brandon, what the fuck are you talking about? Reese's is making a peanut butter cup with jelly in it? Let me see. I don't think they'll have it. That's like one that you have to go. Do you know what I mean? Let me look if they've got jelly. No, they don't got it. I have to post a picture to the club chat of this strain I got years ago that was purple. It was a good strain. Yeah, I really like. And it turns purple because when it gets cold too. So it's like a temperature thing. Brings it out.
Clone. And then 1/3 of the chamber are Granny Candy seeds. So
cool.
This is the clone that we selected 2 years ago of Granny Candy that Luke at Turp Mansion is in love with this one. He's doing a ton of this. This is just a seed of Granny Candy. And so you can see we're doing pretty well with like making homozygous lines or uniform lines.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah.
What chips do you guys like? Do you still eat chips? Whenever I go, can I tell you something? When I go into the chip aisle, I always want to buy something, and then my brain like attacks me from buying any chips. Very rarely do I buy chips, and usually they're like really boring. Candy, for some reason, my brain's like, go for it, babe. I've got a master's in looking to work with content creators. I'll email. Okay. You have a master's in analytics? I don't know. Send me an email. Plain tortilla. What are you talking about, Brandon? Reza, what the hell is going on tonight? I don't know what's happening here, but what that was for, but I love it. It's so cute. How do I like do something cute to this? Pin. Wait. How do I? That's so cute. Thank you. I can't heart it. Let's celebrate. This is the first super on live stream. Yeah, I want to celebrate for the egg and soap. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, you're so sweet. But what chips, Reza? Also, let me get your raffle tickets because now I'm gonna put your name in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna have to order more raffle tickets. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Reza's ballin'. Alex works in advertising. You know, I'm a food stylist in advertising. I'm the Oikos. I don't know if I can say this, but I do the Oikos food styling, which is kind of funny. It's like the most ridiculous food styling job you can get because like you're essentially stirring yogurt, but I love it. Russell, where do you get weed for your food from? From dispensaries? Yes, Russell. This was a gift from Moonmade Farms. I don't know if I can say that. It's a sample. It's a sample. It's been sampled out. And and I forgot to, I guess someone asked me here, or did they ask me on Instagram about Cornerstone Wellness? I put it into the description. I love Noosa. I'm addicted. Noosa. I have never heard of that. Let me tell you my choices here, okay? Obviously, like Pringles. There's like, see, I do like the baked. I'll be like, I'll get baked because that I'm baked and it feels a little bit healthier. I know it's not. I'm aware. I know it's a trick. But it does feel slightly healthier. All right, will you all judge me if I get cheddar and sour cream baked Lay's chips? I don't care. I'm going to do it. Or wait, let me keep looking. I don't want anything oniony. I don't want, maybe I go Pringles. Do we go Pringles? Salt and vinegar. They have pizza. Once you pop, you can't stop. That's the problem with Pringles. Kettle cooked jalapeno, says Brandon. Okay. Let me see if they even have that. Kettle cooked. That feels a little healthier in my head too. We're doing it. Jalapeno. You also want to know why? Because I'm going to make myself a turkey sandwich, and I might make you guys watch me. I'm going to make myself a turkey sandwich, and then I'm going to put the jalapeno chips into the sandwich because that's excellent. It's excellent. On a turkey sandwich, give me a break. Although the cheese I got was pepper jack, so then we're doubling down on the spicy. One of the things that I learned not too long ago was that that fresh peppers are called different names. Like jalapeno is a fresh jalapeno. When you dry a jalapeno, it becomes chipotle. I did not fucking know that until like a year ago or so. And it really blew my mind. So, all right, we're getting the Kettle. Oh, wait, no. Fuck you, Lay's being all tricky. We're getting Kettle brand jalapeno. Okay. Oots plain potato chips. Ooh, I don't think they've got that at CVS. Brandon, I ate stuffed jalapenos for dinner last night. That sounds really good. I do love a stuffed jalapeno. Get the queso flavored ruffles. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're doing it. I'm already getting the jalapeno, the Kettle jalapeno. Do I need anything else while they're there? I really hope they have to get those Cadbury cream eggs. It's the whole point. Do I need a beverage? My absolute favorite chips are the only on the East Coast Oots kettle chips that are cooked in lard. The best. Well, I don't have that option. Do I need oh wait, no, I've already got chocolate. Do I need like a gummy? Is the question. Possibly. Let's see what they've got. They're going to have everything. Sour Patch Peach? What the fuck? Sour Patch Peach. They've got Nerds. Nerds Rainbow Gummy Clusters Candy Theater Box. They have... I don't trust Skittles anymore. Although I do love them. I know they're really bad. Sour Patch. Nerds Clusters Perrier. Okay, you got it. We're going to do a Nerds Cluster. Small one. Not a big box, okay? Because I don't want a big box. And then I'm going to get a Perrier. You're right. Thank you. Mainly because Reza just sent me the money for this. So thank you so much, Reza. Likely out of stock, it says. Maybe they'll have a Pellegrino, which is really what I should be getting. Who am I kidding? I'm Italian. Pellegrino. Maybe Pellegrino. Okay. That's it. That's enough. That's my whole evening. And it's going to cost me $500. Just kidding. It's not that bad. And we have to tip. We always tip. You always have to tip. Next. Did it. Now let me play this. Sorry, that was a lot. Got all that yogurt food styling money. I know, right?
What we're going for in this...
Okay, but I've done some really cool food styling gigs too. And Oikos is cool. We always work with really cool people. Like, it's always fun. It's for like Super Bowl commercials. So it's cool. It's fun. I love it. I like working with my friends. Never grocery shop high. I don't feel like I did that bad. Oh, you meant like a Pellegrino. Oh, should have got a flavored one.
This chamber is it being identical to our top selected clone. And there's clones all along the outside. These are all clones.
It looks identical.
It looks identical, but it only got an 8 because if you go in, there's more identical looking ones in there.
We were just saying we want to grow this when we get back.
We're growing those seeds.
Yes. We got them.
To actually advance a strain further down the line of zygosity or uniformity or purebred, you need to be doing seed to seed to seed to seed. That's the only way to do that, actually. So you can't do that if you just always breed the same clone again and again and again.
Right.
This is at least a month after you would harvest these buds for flower.
Like a photocopy,
and that's so that we can get these beautiful things And this one is close to being mature. So you can kind of see the difference and why we leave the seeds there
so funny, Brandon.
so long to allow them to mature, because we want to.
Russell, no, I do not. But there's a bikini photo in my cookbook, so you can go here. You can pre-order my cookbook if you want that kind of shit. There's one photo in there in the party section. Which one am I watching? Oh, that's me watching me.
Want to get the most and the best seeds out of our breeding efforts as possible. So this is actually being pollinated.
And you should give me a super chat for that comment.
Right now, we're in the blueberry muffin chamber. I think we created blueberry muffin originally in around like 2012, and have just been working it ever since. This is blueberry muffin number 4.
Blueberry muffin.
And the sex has been reversed so we can make feminized seed. This plant, which has the morphology of a female plant.
Rez, I already answered. I do not have an OnlyFans. I don't do OnlyFans, only recipes. And if you want, Russell, if you really want to support me and like although I don't know if I should invite you with that kind of question. This is a club for people to no hitting on people in the club. Okay. So that's not allowed, but that's my Patreon. Strawberry cheesecake. Yeah.
But the sex organs of a male plant. The plants look rough because it's a rough process. Reversing the plant's sex is not what it's used to doing. These are anthers that you see here. And then inside those anthers, you can see it, is blueberry muffin pollen. You see that pollen poofing out there?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Only recipe. Only recipes.
It's difficult because we have to enclose them. We have to keep it like hermetically sealed.
Little rockets.
Oh, we call that the pollen rocket.
Now we can officially say we've helped make a blueberry muffin. Legacy continued.
Amazing. Part of this project is
Okay, actually, one of the recipes, speaking of blueberry muffins and speaking of my cookbook, one of the recipes in my cookbook is it's called the bluest blueberry muffins. If you've heard this story already, I'm sorry. I'll read the head note to you, okay? Bluest blueberry muffins. After smoking a joint of blueberry kush and eating through, I should have said blueberry muffin, and eating through a value pack of muffins from Costco, I had a stoner thought. Chocolate chip muffins become double chocolate muffins with both the chocolate batter and chocolate chips. So why not apply the same logic to blueberry muffins? Having given it a try, I vote for more blueberries in my weed and my muffins. I love that recipe. I should make that recipe. Bluest blueberry muffins. I posted a pic of the purple strain to the Patreon chat. Okay, we'll check it out. We will check it out. Okay. Oh, wait, I got to select substitutions because save the nerds, any similar gummies. Substitute. Okay, we'll try this. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh, they better have the Cadbury cream eggs. I don't want the caramel kind. I don't want the caramel kind. That's not going to happen. Okay? You got to do not this, not this, not this. This. Yes. This app is being really stupid. Okay. Ugh. You guys, just, maybe I'm not tech savvy, but why is this being so difficult? I'm hitting the thing. Whatever. I hope he gets it. Substitute the jalapeno chips. You know, whatever you can do. Just figure it out. I just get upset. Not any similar chocolates when pending items. Yeah, he's not done shopping. This is being really stupid. I'm going to say refund or contact me. Oh, they put in that. That's nice. I like that. Sorry, you guys. Finding Keepers had barbecue. Alex, this is where I tell you we build a Discord. Alex, I have a Discord. It's on the Edibles Club. If you want, I don't want to just like, I'm not just like on Discord. I'm on Discord for my club. That's it.
Sing from like S3 and beyond. So Selfing is taking blueberry muffin number 4 pollen and putting it on blueberry muffin number 4 flowers. Like
blueberry
clone
muffin.
on clone. And it doesn't ever happen in nature because cannabis is one of 6% of the plant kingdom that does not fuck itself in nature. So excuse my French. Cannabis in nature never mates with itself because it's a dioecious plant, meaning that the male is one plant and the female is another plant.
You can't even see through that thing.
All right, let's get out of here.
We just went through the blueberry muffin breeding chamber. Matt took us through. Absolutely awesome.
Probably
to see
smelled
how it's done.
amazing.
Yeah, I've actually never seen the process before. It's very fascinating and
How they do it. And man, did it smell like blueberries in there
I know
too.
I smell like a straight up
Wild.
blueberry.
It's so wild.
See, I told
After a long day in the field, pheno hunting and learning with everyone, we all headed back down to the farmhouse for a very special dinner.
We're here on the Salmon River.
See, this
I'm
is the
with
part
one of my
that
best
interests
friends,
me.
Sammy Jinsaw, and I've known Sammy for like 20 years. We've been working on dam removal together since the beginning of the idea of fixing up the Klamath River.
Both of us, our fields related so closely with salmon and protecting these places, it created like the perfect opportunity to form a nonprofit organization that we call Nature Rights Council. And through that, I'm the program director of the Ancestral Guard. My name is Samuel Jinsaw III. I come from the village of Rekwa. I don't believe in a mythical existence. I believe from the banks of the Klamath River to the intricate dance of subatomic particles, the universe unfolds in patterns of interconnectedness that my ancestors have understood for generations. I call it Aya Lekwasha. We focus on dam removal, indigenous reciprocity building,
Nature Rights
and
Council.
most importantly, food
Cool.
security and food sovereignty within our ancestral territory. And that kind of was a special linking point between Natty P and myself too, because that's something we both have in common, is our love for food and our love for gardening and plants. This collaboration between fishermen and farmers allows us to provide services to families in a wholesome package.
Oh, yeah, good
So not
idea,
only can
Eddie.
we provide salmon for families,
One second,
now
let
we
me
can also
finish this
provide vegetables
raffle.
to go along with that. And kind of building healthy opportunities for our people is something that we find common ground on. And especially being a part of a river community, whether you're farming or whether you're fishing or just living, one thing
Nice.
that
Look
everybody
at that
becomes
chart. That's what mine
accustomed
looks
to
like.
is that we have a responsibility to take care of this place so we can continue to live a good life and live this lifestyle that we all enjoy. And if we don't come together and try to create solutions, then we will always face the same problems again and again. Like never before, we're creating a collaboration between fishermen and farmers to produce for the people of the community.
People are always amazed that we, with the Undam the Klamath, accomplished the world's largest river restoration project, the world's largest dam removal project.
The largest dam removal project in the nation's history, which came as part of a national movement to return rivers to their natural flow. The Klamath River dam removal was completed, marking a major victory for the local tribes.
hundreds of people that came together. But that amazing activism that came together to fix rivers here, we actually did take that message around the world. In 2014, we went to the Amazon.
We've had youth go all the way to Chile. We've had youth go to Canada, all across the United States, and help set up cultural exchanges to identify communities that are facing the same problems that we're facing. We've sacrificed so much to be standing along the banks of an undammed Klamath. And the fight has just begun, because now the focus is on restoration and making sure that our people can live out these healthy opportunities in a space that continues to provide.
You guys are now for the first time on an undammed Klamath River. I don't know if Nat told you guys, but yeah, just years and generations of fighting. And so now you guys will be able to eat fish from the undammed Klamath River, and it'll be the first time we've had the ability to cook fish for a drink on an undammed river too. So this is all just fresh, and it's just new and rolling together, growing in this river system together. So everything that you guys are doing and everything Nats have done for us in the past, it's all connected. You know, Indigenous people in this area have always been a part of the weed scene since the very beginning, you know what I mean? It's like nowadays we're just getting into that space where we can openly say we have friends in the marijuana industry and it's open. But you guys are all part of that process in history now. Even though it may be legalized, it's still coming out a little bit. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate you guys coming and breaking those boundaries and, you know, setting the right example. And hopefully we can help in any way, and we'll dish you guys up some tasty fish.
I hope you like salmon too. Salmon.
Yeah,
salmon. Great. I want to eat salmon with you.
Hearing Sammy and Nat's story about how they became friends through their community and worked together to strengthen their community was truly inspiring. Working together and making a difference is something we should all strive for. From the smallest acts of kindness, love and lifelong friendships are made. And from our own little online community of friends and home growers, we wanted to give back to show our appreciation and thank you for the amazing hospitality and welcoming us all like family.
Hey, Sammy, John Luke, we got a surprise for you guys over here.
You may think of AC Infinity as just another grow equipment company, but no other company we have ever seen gives back to the community as much as they do.
Wow, oh my God, you guys. On behalf of the team from AC Infinity, we heard about what you guys are doing for your community and all across the nation. You guys are doing some phenomenal stuff for the natives and for anybody in need. We'd like to present you guys with some gear to help you guys along with your journey.
These kits are going to be great for growing microgreens or whatever you guys like. We got fans, lights that are controllable with plenty of power to completely flower out this thing. We have exhaust fans, filters for air purifying, or if you want to cut down on its smells or anything. You can control everything from the controller here. So you can not only dial in your lights, the power, the fans, the exhaust speed. It'll help you maintain your temperatures and humidity on its own. Everything you would need, and it can all be controlled through here. You guys can pull up from your phone, you know, see, check on the stats, check on your humidity trends.
Okay, so this is the sponsor.
And really kind of dial in your grows for whatever you guys might try and grow in here.
I feel like I just signed up for a mission to Mars.
Yeah. Right?
This thing is amazing.
Mustard crusted salmon for Saturday. It's affordable, but up there, but really remote. Yeah. Any part of their work includes dam restoration. Got it. And I think there was like some dam removal too. Like the Eel River is really complicated.
It's amazing.
It's pretty simple. If you guys need any help setting up, definitely reach out to us. We'll be happy to show you, but it works great.
And I really appreciate you guys coming in and kind of doing that crossover in these sectors. What's really not available is kind of the infrastructure for developing food systems that can hold off our people and create kind of that autonomy as we had before. One step at a time, one seed at a time is going to allow us to showcase to the rest of not only our tribe, but you know, people all around Northern California and all around other indigenous areas to kind of take that step forward into growing spaces indoors and seeing what those kind of opportunities bring. I'm also might have to run around a humble seed company, Autoflower.
Right? Oh my gosh, can't wait to see what you grow and all this stuff, man. Thank you so much.
What are you gonna do?
Thanks for everything, brother.
Appreciate what you do, man.
I mean, what are you gonna do, man? It's so funny watching Vanessa reread the chat an hour into these sessions. What do you mean an hour into these sessions? What do you mean? You should rent a camper and go visit and do a show up there. I know, right? That would be really cool. I'd like to cook with this guy. He seems awesome. I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry, because I ordered all of this food. Wait, what happened? What the fuck just happened? Oh my gosh, we just got so many members. How? Thank you. Let me shout you out right now. 188 Pete 420 just became a member of Quarter Up. So I'll make sure you get that Discord link. Welcome Grateful Dread Public Radio. Amazing name to the club. We love it. And welcome Alex Hernandez to the club. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That makes me really happy. Good. My order is in process. It's going to get here pretty late. So it'll be either right before. Like the club chats? Or wait, or me right now?
Man,
I'm
keep killing it,
stoned.
dude. Love you, bud.
Love you too, man. This is awesome. This is
Lots of love. Lots of peace and love.
Yeah. Since we've been here, I've never felt so welcome. You have done nothing but give us real hope. Like, we've never seen hospitality like this in our lives.
Seriously.
And we're so happy to be able to give back to you.
We want to thank AC Infinity, all the folks that came along on this journey. A lot of people think that cannabis is just about making money, but we have made it about giving back. Make it good. Wow. Make it give back. Make the world a better place, because I think that's what it's all about. Much appreciation to those of you out there that are making cannabis make the world better.
If you would like to learn
This
more, you
adventure
saw
has
it.
been unbelievable, but the journey was far from over. So we packed up our bags and said goodbye to the Sandy Bar Ranch. Our next stop, Garberville. We were going to meet up with Jason from Ridgeline Farms.
And on our way, we got to take a little detour through the Avenue of Giants to check out the redwoods. We didn't have much time to explore, but don't worry, we'll get to check that out later.
Verdant.
Cannabis cultivation in the Garberville.
Verdant, didn't you just say that you're struggling financially? I don't want you to pay. I'll send you a free one. If you're like on the verge of, not having somewhere to live, I don't want you to put yourself out for the club. Like, we're good. We got this. And if you want to be a part of it, your chat. If you want to be a part of it, I'll send you a free link. Just send me an email. info@vanessalaverato.com.
Garberville area dates back to the 1970s and 1980s. During this period, small family-run farms started growing high-quality cannabis, and due to its remote location, it helped those early farmers avoid detection from law enforcement.
And you got a lot of hills.
Itself became a key service area for the marijuana hub trade.
If there is such a place as ground zero for marijuana production in the U.S., it might just be Garberville, California.
During that time, the town's population swelled as cannabis farming provided income and jobs for the locals. It was a time when Garberville was flourishing. With the money made from the illicit cannabis market, that money was going right back into the community and local businesses, helping strengthen the local economy.
Man, the first time I went to Garberville.
If this person worked for Vice, there wouldn't be so much music.
Was the mid-70s, but it was just starting to get ahead of steam then. In the fall time, there'd be trimmers that would hitchhike in. By the mid-80s, it was full on, I mean, there's a lot of growers there. I watched it evolve over the years, but now it's just changed. Since it's legal, you don't need to hide anymore. So growing in the hills is unnecessary.
That's what I
and it's
said,
too
Eddie. I don't think it
expensive.
sounds like
The price went from 5,000 to 6,000 a pound, down to 300 to 400 a pound. So a lot of people have left the area. It's only the hardcore people that are really embedded here that have a community that are still here growing, and they're really good growers. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
When legends meet right here, dude, this is fucking dope. We were ready for this.
Ridgeline, are you ready, Hugh?
Oh man,
Okay, if you say
we just
so.
met up with Jason from Ridge.
But if anything changes, just send me a message. You can DM me there, but just let me know, okay?
Ridgeline had a little lunch, and we're about to head down to the farm. But where are we stopping first, Joe?
Huckleberry Farm.
Huckleberry Farms.
Oh yeah, Huckleberry Farms.
Stop
is
there,
great.
then Ridgeline. So it's gonna be dope, guys. Let's go.
So we are going to go to one of the all-time legends of Southern Humboldt, Johnny Casale's farm, Huckleberry Hill Farms.
Johnny Casale, he is a legend. He's a mentor. He's a really good friend.
I always looked up to the guy. He was...
Wait, but Reza, I can't do that. I don't control the book. Like, I'm not, oh my God, I would kill myself. I shouldn't say that. I would lose my mind if I was packing all of the books up and sending them to people. I have no clue. I don't know where you ordered it from either, because you can get it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, smaller bookstores now serving LA has signed copies. So you'll have to work it out with Verdant Square. You've worked in radio and media for decades. That's really cool. Yeah, the vibes are really good. Really good vibes. This is the club. This is what the club's about.
Was one of the biggest
Let's check the club
busts
chat.
ever to come out of here in my childhood. Like, I'll never forget it. It was probably the, you know.
I'll say this. The peace and love, my stomach is really liking it. Like, I'm hungry and I'm not afraid to eat. So I ordered some pizza too. But just so you know. But yeah. So I really like the strain, and Tina should be calling in about 3 minutes. So we'll see. It'd be nice to speak with her, and I'll try and figure out the audio. Bear with me.
You know, the biggest bust at that time. This is the legend. There he is, living legend.
When I was 24, I had 30 federal agents drive up my driveway, held a gun to my head, searched the place. Could have got no time if I would have cooperated. That's the goal of the federal government, is to get these guys to cooperate, and then we get the big fish. I grew up in a community that we all trusted each other with our lives, and had to really evaluate who I was as a person and how I was raised by my family, and it was the single most best decision I ever made in my life, and it wasn't easy by any means. Never been in any trouble before, and long story short, went to court for over 4 years and was sentenced to a mandatory minimum, which was my bracket was 10 years to life in prison, and got 10 years. Whoa. It's my story, but it could have happened to any one of my friends at any time, and they made an example out of us. So I think it's those kind of stories and those kind of sacrifices that the world needs to know. And when I rolled up here after 3,000 days being gone, I had 50 people from this community, excuse me, here for me when I got back, and they brought me things like silverware and plates, things that we all take for granted, right, that had gotten stolen or I had lost in the time I was gone.
Hi,
and
Michelle.
then my really, really close friend, Trell.
Welcome back, Michelle. I'm going to roll another joint, and we will hopefully we'll have a phone call pretty soon.
Brought me the genetics that I used to grow with my mom that he kept in his garage for over 8 years, and he brought me this Paradise Punch. Since my mom passed away when I was jailed, here's a picture of my mom and I. Here's a picture when she came to visit me in jail. Aww, really wanted to honor her and breed everything that I have here growing on the farm to Paradise Punch. So everything is bred to a strain I used to grow with my mom when I was 10.
Amazing.
This is my family home. This is where I grew up on, so I've been here for 50 years.
Wow.
So you'll see all the nameplates on the planter boxes, and those are all people in my life or Rose's life that really we wanted to honor, that made it possible for us to be here. Wow. And up here on the top, you'll see a place we call Farmer's Mountain, and it's logos and sentences from other farms in the Emerald Triangle.
That's really cool.
Always wanted to highlight them, because the one saying that still rings true today is it's never going to be about one of us, and it's always going to be about all of us. How do we advance all of us together? And it's not that easy because it takes a lot of work. But I think we should understand that most of everything is stopped. It looks like
Michelle, what are you rolling up this evening? We want to know.
hell right now. This is the worst time to come.
Everyone, I want to know, what are you rolling up this evening? Okay, so let me look at this poll really quickly. So 35% of you, and how many people voted? 20 votes. So 35%. Let's do some math. 20 people. 7 of you are not members of the Edibles Club. What that would mean for me would be, one, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but $35 a month to put toward the club. That could be going toward making content like this, going to Humboldt, going to the Emerald Triangle and meeting some of these amazing cultivators and farms and getting exclusive content for the club. It can, hi, Elio the Alien, welcome. Oh, we have 21 votes. 33%. Shoot, okay, we got 21 votes. That's still like 7, okay? So 7 of you could join the club, but not just 7, because it's 19. There's the free members too, and you're just kind of there. 52% of you are not members supporting the club, right? That's almost 11 members. Now we're talking $385 a month for the lowest tier, $5 a month. I could do a lot with that. I could I couldn't hire a camera guy for a day, but we could get some more content. That's for sure. And the club number, we have like almost 300 paid members right now. I really want 420 at least. That's the goal. By the end of the year, I want at least I try not to set it too high because I had high expectations before and it just doesn't happen. If you can, join the club. There's a really cool group chat. I understand not everyone can join the club, but I have to say that Verdant Square Network, let me switch this out to the club. Verdant Square Network just joined the club, and that's the kind of member that we love to see. I'm going to put this in here. /Edibles Club. There we go. I think does that link not work? God, shit. Shit. How long have you guys been on this live? We've been here. We always get here at 4:20. So we get on the live like pretty, on time, and then it goes like we go for hours. Okay, here we go. What'd Steve say? I know you do, Steve. Where are you seeing a Steve? Where are you seeing Steve? Oh, is that Steve? Blue cheese. When I get out of bed and go to the living room, I think I will have some super lemon haze. Okay. Alien in the house. Maybe some soulmate. Ooh. Love it. Okay, sorry. Now I see what you're saying when I go back and I read the chat like an hour later. Year-long membership comes with the mug. Harry, did I send you a mug? I'm going to have to order more mugs. I have to order more t-shirts. I wasn't expecting them to be so popular. I think I have to raise the price on them because it's actually like they're kind of expensive. So I try to get them. I know this sounds bad because it sounds kind of Trumpy of me to say this, but I try to get the Made in America t-shirts. I don't know if they're actually made in America, right? They have all sorts of ways of fudging that kind of shit. Like the fabric is not made in America or whatever. Like maybe they just stitch on the tag here so they can claim made in America. But I'm going to believe that they are. And Actually, like the best t-shirts are made in Japan. Japanese t-shirts are very nice, very well made. Anyway, I got to order some more t-shirts. I got to order some more hats. It's all going to happen. It's all happening. It's all good. It's exciting. Honestly, content is cool, but keeping you free to be yourself is like way better. Oh my gosh, everyone loves that. Yeah, it is kind of nice, right? For me to talk shit the way I want it to. I will always be myself. But yeah, I love making this content, and it's really, really, really hard to find sponsors for it because it's, it's not totally legal. So, or, it's not federally legal. So advertisers really don't want to touch it. Reza says, damn, well, if I ever come across some good money, I'll def fly you and your huz out smoke sesh. Bonbon? Bonbon doesn't smoke weed. My dog is snoring behind me. Okay, I'm going to try again. We're going to try again. I don't know where Tina is, but I'm not going to be upset if she forgets to call. It's okay. She's busy. Okay, let me check to see. Let me move it over just a little bit. Wish I could be closer to her. Okay. All right, there we go. We got the bonbon cam back. Thank you for your patience on that. We have the bonbon cam. No, God damn it. Don't you do it. Anyway, I'm not fucking with her. Because she'll be an issue. Reza's in LA. Oh my gosh, Brandon Jeffries just became a club member as well. Welcome to the club, Brandon Jeffries. I'm assuming that you're watching right now. And you're part of the quarter up tier. So that tier has access to the Discord, which is very cool. Oh, are you serious? For real? Okay. Why do you keep doing that? I'm sorry. They want to see you. You're famous. Okay, we'll leave it here. Cut it down. Okay. Oh my God, I love her. Hi, Matthew. Welcome to the stream. She's like, you better pay me. Pay me to be here, lady. I took her on, oh, there we go. I took her on the longest walk today, so she should be really tired. And she looks super happy now. Cool. We just got a bunch of new patrons. That makes me super happy. For country, I recommend Nashville's WSM The Legend. Nice. Michelle, I took them to my friends who adopted them because I couldn't get rid of them fast enough. What are you talking about? Michelle, what the hell are you talking about? Wait, I've been to Tampa a time or three. I once adopted 2 ferrets. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. From there. Oh my God. She's not into it, you guys. You're so silly. Yes. She's looking at me like, what? Anyway, she does not into it. She doesn't want to be on camera. It's okay. So, we should talk about Moon Maid Farms too. We're going to keep watching this for a little bit, and then I want to get into Moon Maid Farms. I don't know if she's going to call today, and that's okay. I had a feeling she was going to get too busy. She's here for, oh, wow. Okay, maybe I should do these shout outs while we're live more often. Well, hello, Bonbon. Frank, please, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. Close? Frank Close. Right? That would be, Close. Frank Close. I think that's right. Anyway, Frank, welcome to the Edibles Club. I love to see it. You're also in the quarter up tier, so they should send you a Discord link, but if they don't, just send me a direct message and I can send you over the Discord link. Which is awesome. Wow, we just got like a bunch of new patrons. Everyone. So there's a group chat. There's the club group chat on Patreon. Patreon has they built in a chat option. It's a new feature, relatively new feature for Patreon. And then we have a Discord chat as well for higher tiers. And on Saturdays when I have the Saturday sesh, the kitchen sesh, afterward, when I'm really nice and stoned, I go into the Discord video chat and we smoke weed and hang out. It's usually me, Madam Dram, and Kathy hanging out on Discord. Every once in a while we get Chris will come in, and Anthony popped by and then he left the other day. It's fun. Patronage is always worth it. Yes, we love it. It's really great. Patreon was a big deal for me during the pandemic. There was no production work. There was nothing going on. Everything went gone, up in smoke, all the work. And I started the Edibles Club on Patreon, and that is really where I realized, oh my gosh, there are so many people like me who have questions about edibles, who want to learn how to cook with cannabis at home. And it really is what inspired the cookbook, I was like, okay, people want to know how to do this. And it also helped. I started figuring out which recipes really worked well and which ones were we don't need to do that. So the club is where it's at. The club is where it's at. Oh my God, I'm so glad I got pizza, you guys, because this is making me so hungry. I bet they gave them the boot too. I need to figure out the Discord thing. Yes, I sent it to you. I sent you the Discord link, right? You got it. Sometimes you have to do that with your back when you're sitting a certain way for too long. I did a nice yoga session the other day. I need to do another one tomorrow. How did you know you wanted to be a chef baker? Matthew. I wonder if I have that photo. Let me see if I have a photo. On my Instagram of me when I was little, I started cooking at a really young age. 3 years old, I was in the kitchen. there's photos of me in the kitchen with my grandma, like stirring pots of whatever she was cooking, usually some sort of vegetable. And, oh my God, Michelle, you're so funny. So I just always had an obsession with tasting things. And like one of the stories my mom would tell about me was when I was a baby, one of the first like foods I had was salad, because the vinaigrette, like she put the vinaigrette to my mouth and I just like freaked out over it. I just loved the acidity of it. And I think I just had this obsession with cooking, and yeah, it starts young. And then there's other mixed things in with that, like people pleasing and, you know, a skill that I had that, you know, I used to like try to keep myself safe and, you know, loved, whatever. So it's complicated, but I love what I do. And I cannabis, for me, getting into the edible industry, I didn't know, you know, I was a senior at Berkeley. It was an art history, Italian studies, double major, but I was hanging out with like a lot of food people, pop-ups in San Francisco at the time. And I just started messing around with making edibles because I was a big stoner. And I was like, I knew it was in the market at the time and there wasn't very much. Like it was pretty slim pickings. This is 2010, you know, like 2009, 2010, California. So there wasn't too much out there. And I mean, when I first started, I did like cookies and would just try different things. And then a friend of mine in Humboldt on the Eel River, she gave me a big old bag of hash, cold water hash. And I started messing around with that. And I got really too high. I tell the story in my cookbook. And you are so funny, Michelle. Michelle is really hilarious. I will never get a ferret, Michelle. Thank you for letting me know. Anyway, so that's how it all started, was like, you know, I worked at See's Candy. I knew candy had a long shelf life. I knew edibles needed to sit on a shelf for a long time. That was one of the main things. Like I was so young, I didn't really know what I was doing. But when I would go to the dispensaries and try the different edibles, I was like thinking to myself, what would I do differently? What would I do better than this person? Okay, a brownie gets stale. No one wants a stale brownie. You don't buy a brownie that's 2 days old. You definitely don't buy a brownie that's multiple weeks old. You know, like some of those edibles would really sit around. And they're like wrapped in saran wrap at the time. So I just saw an opportunity to do something. And I loved that you could cook with cannabis. Like there wasn't a lot of information about it. So that made me more curious. I was like, well, I really want to know, how do you do this? Like, what can you put it in? And like, I would talk to growers and be like, oh, you can put it into alcohol, and do you have to let it sit for a long time? And here's how you make a butter. And I'd get like garbage bags full of trim. That's what I would first get. And I'd be like, I don't know what the hell to do with this. And then it wasn't until this grower up in Humboldt brought me cold water hash. And it was exactly what I needed to make tasty edibles, because the concentrate, there's some like we've gone over this before, but there's some cultivators who say that you're not growing plants, you're growing trichomes. Chat, has Vanessa seen the picture Reza posted in the Patreon chat? No, wait, what? They're weird. They're like a neck with arms. Oh my God, she's still talking about ferrets, Michelle. You know, she doesn't often watch the Patreon unless she needs to. Michelle, have I not been? I'm watching it. I read every message in the Patreon, unless it's like way back and there's some secret conversation going on that I don't know. Because like I don't get notifications every time someone posts to the chat. I don't know why they don't do that. So I don't know if someone's like commented on a post way back. So, you know, that was anyway. As she mentioned in the live sesh, Ursulicious. One, I'm looking at Eddie Moretti's Zeppole. They look amazing. So good. And then Ursulicious mentioned in the live sesh, I found this strain in 2009 when I first started smoking. Haven't found it since. This is beautiful. Let me make sure this is all in focus. From Marvin in the club chat. And then we have Lala watching the live. That is hilarious. Wait, this is really funny. Sorry, Reza. I hope you don't mind me showing that. That is so funny, though. Lala. She loves the live. That is so cute. Your cat loves me. The cat, as long as it's not a ferret, right? Oh my God. I thought ferrets were supposed to be cool, but now I guess Michelle is saying they're not. Okay, I think that Tina might have forgotten. It's okay. So we're just going to keep on keeping on.
Come to the farm. You don't need acres.
But I want to look at her farm.
Small scale.
Whitethorn rose, just absolutely full of
Wow,
color.
pretty.
Huckleberry killing out here.
Look at this.
Wow.
Oh,
Don't
and just the
squeeze
story
it.
behind
Sheer
it all.
size of these buds, and this is the smaller bud.
Just the beautiful perps.
Wow,
Look
holy
at the nuts
shit.
just in the sun.
You think you're looking
here?
You think you're looking at a tree, and you're looking at a cannabis plant.
Incredible.
Whitethorn rose really was created from a strain I used to grow with my mom when I was 10, right? It's something.
Marvin, are you fat shaming his cat? Oh my God, is right, Michelle. What? I don't know. Because Kitty looks just fine. Is it playing?
Something different, something unique.
And I get it, dude. I get it, bro. It's ridiculous. No wonder the whole world's talking about this stuff right now, bro. It's not only beautiful, but the terps are there, Jorge. Get a whiff of these.
Oh my God, that's really fragrant.
Get a whiff of these.
This is really deep, really resinous, and really thick, heavy bud.
Did a study with Columbia University, found out that Whitethorn rose in particular has 60 different terpenes and 444 different cannabinoids. The huge advantage of growing a Whitethorn rose that starts harvesting September 15th, I can avoid the...
Wait.
Terps are there, Jorge. Get a whiff of these.
Oh my God, that's really fragrant. This is really deep, really resinous.
My cat, Bonbon was on a raw diet for a little bit. And I gotta be honest with you. She it would be fine, but then it would not be fine. And I stopped giving her raw. She can't do it. I think her tummy is too sensitive. Michelle, what would you say for Bonbon?
And really thick, heavy bud.
Did a study with Columbia University, found out that Whitethorn rose in particular has 60 different terpenes and 444 different cannabinoids.
444? I didn't think there were that many cannabinoids. Are over 100 known. So maybe there's a bunch of...
The huge advantage of growing a Whitethorn rose that starts harvesting September 15th, I can avoid the weather. It cuts my growing season from 6 months into 4 months. Beautiful. And it really allows me to maybe have a life, right?
Charlie had a UTI and it was a 10K surgery. So I transitioned them to raw. What? That's insane. Wow. Wait, what did Liberty say? I officially throw the challenge flag to those statistics. Okay, Liberty Genetics. I'm not a cultivator, so I always try to I don't want to. But that, I was like, wait a minute, what? I just think sometimes people like to say things. Ooh, oh no. Okay, that's it. I can't go back. We can't go back. We're done. We're done here, okay? I'm going to get some info on Moon Made Farms. And we're going to learn about Moon Made Farms right now, okay? Let me see if there's not like a YouTube thing that we can't watch. Let's learn about this. Uh-oh.
Moving from the city up here, it really was this awakening to the natural world.
Right.
Yeah, and the natural forces. And it wasn't until I started cultivating cannabis that I started tuning into what it means to have fresh air and clean water. Plants respond to the attention you give them and the intention.
Oh, wow.
For years I played drums, and I played drums in rock and roll bands and in punk rock bands and in...
She's really cool. She's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. She's super cool.
Metal bands, and there were very few women drummers at the time. And so, I'd be carrying my set in to a club and...
Wait, what? Oh my God, wait 1 second. Did Charlie turn on a boy to a girl? Did Charlie turn from a boy to a girl? What? What? Charlie had a... Okay. From a boy... Wait, 1 second. I want to know what lab... Okay. PU surgery. LMAO... Michelle. What the fuck? I'm serious. Trans surgery for cats? What are we talking about? It's a surgery done to male cats when they get serious urinary blockages. Oh. No, couldn't use the litter box because of the UTI. All right, y'all. Don't be dumb. Okay. Wait, I just know I had to take him to get a 10K surgery. This is hilarious. Eddie, yes, this is my friend who gave me this gigantic jar of peace and love. Wet food only for cats. I love it. This is hilarious. Wait, I didn't read this part. Oh my God. Oh yeah, MASH I'm sure is horrible. Basically the urethra is rerouted through a new opening because it's so blocked up with crystals. Wow, Michelle, you really did some heavy duty shit at this animal hospital. Whew, this is funny. Anyway, I'm glad you're a cat. I'm glad Charlie's okay. Anyway, I'm not touching this one. I'm glad Charlie's okay. I'm sorry you had to spend 10K. They better have found... Hi, my little munchkin. Go away. I don't want you here. I really want them to find the Cadbury cream eggs. Do you want to say hi on the chat? Come here. I'm not giving you any treats because then it teaches her to be annoying. You don't want any pets? You want to play? Go get your toy then. If you want to play, go get your toy. Look it. Your sloth is right there. Go get it. Go get your toy. No. Go get your toy. Yeah. Go get your toy. No, you don't need food. I'm going to ignore her. Charlie's a third rail conversation. I know, totally. He looks like a girl, honestly. There's a lot going on here. No! No. One second, guys. DoorDash issue. If they don't have the ones I selected or as individual, I'm not interested. I'll just say, just refund. Maybe they don't have them before Easter. Let me see this. I do not approve of that. I don't approve of that. I don't approve of that. How do I deal with this and say no? You guys, I really don't like this app. I swear to God. Really annoying. Oh, okay. Tina has, she just got stuck in traffic. No worries. That's Los Angeles. That's LA for you. Yes, let's set a time to talk about 420. I love to do something to around love and peace. You guys, I don't think I'm getting my eggs. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Wait, what are we talking? Now we're talking about brioche? Wait, dying to hear from who? What is going on? Hi, Aid17. Here I am, Bonbon. Oh my God, Bonbon. An enigma wrapped in a warm tortilla. I prefer brioche. I agree with you. I do like brioche. Michelle is like a club. We'll call Michelle a club boss. That feels right. Michelle's a club boss. So the plot for me, the Cadbury cream egg. I don't think they have it. I think I'm not going to get it. And I think he's going to bring me something I don't want. But I'm just going to probably eat it anyway. But what can you do? Anyone make cannabis pills with THCA? Well, you would need to, if it's going to be a pill, you'd need to do THC. So you'd need to decarb it before you make a pill with it.
And someone would ask me where my boyfriend was. People
Cheesesteak
would
mafiosa.
make cracks about that was, you were really good for a girl, or you're one of my favorite female drummers. And I would hear that a lot. And that was okay. And that was fine, because from the inside out, I feel like it's possible for people to change, and for cultures to change, and for communities to change, and for consciousness to shift. And so I think that cannabis is a lot like playing music, in
How's
this
the
way.
sound, everyone?
And cannabis, as a matter of fact, and cultivating, like gardening, is a lot like playing music. The way I landed in
Good
Southern
girl.
Humboldt is
Bring
a
it
friend
here.
brought me out to introduce me to a couple of people. Coming out of San Francisco, where I played drums and played music and made art for many years, and my lifestyle was really urban. And so she brought me up here. She wanted me to meet a couple of people, and she said, "You've got to meet this badass jazz drummer."
Fat Sexy 1978. I don't, it would totally depend on the potency of the THCA. Like or the flower, you know? I don't know. Depends on how potent that flower is. So you can try it out. You need to decarb it and then put it into an oil.
And so I came to this property and I met a woman named Joni Hannon. And after I met her, I decided I needed to make a documentary about her. She was such an incredible character.
Wow.
And so through a course of events, I ended up relocating to this area, making a documentary about
Good
Joni.
girl.
And during that first year up here, I started working with cannabis. Over the course of the time when I was making a documentary about Joni, we became dear friends. And I became dear friends with both she and her partner, Marion. And they were both at the time in their 70s. And one day, about a year into living up here, they called me up, and Marion said, "Tina, I never want to pick up a bag of chicken shit again. You want to buy the place or what?" And so I figured out how to make that happen. So I took on Serendipity. It was Serendipity Collective for years, and then that transitioned into Movement Farms. When I was playing music, I saw a lot of people who were destroying themselves and who had really hard habits with alcohol and with drugs that were not benefiting them. And there are a lot of people that play music who are terribly shy, who are introverted, who have something that they want to share with the world, but it's really hard for them to get out in front of people. And part of what
Okay, we got to do, sorry to interrupt Tina, but we got to do, oh my God, my dog is losing shit. I can't believe that. Oh, hello. Come on. Come on. Ow. Ooh. Yeah. Michelle should come out to LA. Oh, I was going to do math on that. So it's actually 55% of 34 votes. That's 18.7 people. Wow. That doesn't make sense. Does it? Oh my gosh, I think my math was wrong last time. Why was I getting 30 people? Anyway, whatever. We had a bunch of people join, and I'm so grateful that you did, because the club, you know, we want the club to grow. We get to do more cool shit. You know, I just ashed all over my desk. That was stupid. Tina is cool. Have her back. I'm gonna.
I think
We're gonna
cannabis
figure it out.
has the potential of doing is helping people in these situations so that they can access
Tina's super cool.
their creativity and understand and get a better sense and a
34
grip on
votes.
how to be good.
55% of 34. 55% of 34 is right. 69. Oh my God, press that. Stop.
For themselves, and
That's
how to balance
ridiculous.
themselves so that they have the access and the ability to share the gifts that they have.
Wow.
I feel like Willie Nelson, what he stands for really resonates with the Humboldt and the Southern Humboldt and the Emerald Triangle legacy. You know, It's a combination of embracing the natural world and feeling grounded in the kind of music that Willie Nelson makes. And there's also like this undertone of stick it to the man. And I love that. And so I feel like that outlaw culture, which is so a part of the Emerald Triangle and such an important part, it's like the bloodline really of how anyone who has made it through this challenging time and during Prohibition understands like that spirit of outlaw culture.
Yes. You're getting a workout in? Are you on the treadmill?
So it's really my goal when people come to my farm is I want them to leave this farm as different people. My situation and my story is pretty unique compared to a lot of people, and so I have a lot of passion in what I do, and it comes across to those people. This was my family home.
I need to get some more water. I'll be right back.
I've been here for 45 years, and really since I was 10 years old, I was following my mom around, not only taking care of the vegetable garden that included, tomatoes and zucchinis, but that also included taking care of, the cannabis plants. Certain people believe that certain things are harmful, and I wasn't brought up that way. I realized that it had a lot of medicinal values to it from way back when. When I was 18, 19 years old, my mom and my stepdad decided that they had done this long enough. They had lived here, and their true love was really for the ocean and commercial fishing. And they decided that, you only live once.
I am using a Mac right now, but Winslow, as soon as I can swing it, which should be pretty soon, Winslow's going to build me a PC. So a streaming computer. He knows what he needs. He has like everything already, but not everything. He needs to order parts, and I have to pay for that. So
You live once, and you got to follow your dreams. So in doing that, I was kind of left here back on my family home to take care of the property, to maintain the roads, to maintain the house, and to also take care of the cannabis. So when I was 22, my best friend and I got turned in by a neighbor.
Oh, he looks different.
In them trying to make a point that they were going to put a stop to growing cannabis, I had to go down to San Francisco every month for 4 years going to court to try to say, look, I'd never had a speeding ticket, I had never done anything wrong in my life, and it was important for me to let the judge know that I wanted him to know who I was as a person, because I did not believe that I could get sentenced and go to jail for growing a plant that I thought could bring so much benefit to so many people. Unfortunately, I wasn't successful in doing that, and we got sentenced according to the mandatory minimums and got 10 years in jail. The minute I walked into jail, I saw so many bitter people and angry people, and I refused at that point that that's how it would come out, because then it would be a life sentence. So I've always been a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, whether or not at the time we kind of know what it is or not. So I just kind of made the best out of that situation, and unfortunately, while I was in jail, my mother passed away. Really, that was one of the toughest things I had to deal with then. When I ended up getting out of jail, and this permitting process opened, and I was able to do something that I grew up doing and that I...
Why do the tail ends of my cannabis oil seem weaker than when I first make it? Does it lose potency over just a week? It could be you just have... There are so many variables, but it could be just that you built a tolerance to it. I'm assuming you know that it's weaker over time because you're testing it, right? On yourself. So, you build a tolerance is what I would think. Verdant Square Network, a rare find. Hold them close if you're fortunate to have a friend to smoke with. Totally. Oh, Winslow. Yeah, Winslow. Winslow's not here this evening. He's got shit to do. He's doing stuff.
and that I had this passion and this love for. It was just like this blessing, and I knew my path forward.
My pizza's getting cold
So
because
there's 3 different strains that you're looking at. The strains that I grow here on my property are always going to be in the honor of my mother. There's a certain strain that she used to grow 45 years ago called Fruit Loops that every strain on my property will be crossed with. The reality of it is, and I know
I love Fruit Loops.
not many people will be able to relate to this or agree with this, but when I had gotten in trouble the first time, I didn't think there was any way I could go to jail. But where I'm sitting now with the amount of plants I have, this is a life sentence for me federally to this day. There's a lot at stake, so it's important for people to know how much I believe in what we're doing and how much I'm willing to sacrifice. And, you know, so proud to be working with Willie because I think he has some of those same feelings, and he sacrificed so much to do what he believes in.
Dang, he found them.
He never did any of it for...
He found them, okay? He found them. 1, I might increase his tip because he found these Cadbury cream eggs. 3, no, 6. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna just deny them? No. They might be mini, smaller ones, but they might not, and I wouldn't be mad. You had a fish. I just gave you a fish. I gave her a fish treat when I went to get water because I did get the eggs. I don't know how he found them. He really like stuck it out. I was like, it's okay, man. Just refund it. It's okay. I don't want the caramel ones. The caramel ones are disgusting to me. I don't want them. Sorry, Cadbury. And I don't want the little baby whatever ones. I want the equally disgusting, but for some reason to me, absolutely delicious Cadbury cream eggs that come but once a year. It's a little early. Usually I like to wait till like April-ish to break into my first Cadbury cream egg. But Court, I'm not giving her another treat. Eddie Moretti, the pizza is from Triple Beam Pizza, my usual. It's my spot. If quarter sheets delivered, I'd get that. But they are too fancy to deliver, you know. Triple Beam is like standard. Okay, I'm going to have a good time. I know what I'm getting. I know what the dough is going to be like. Anyway, I feel like we got a little bit of Tina. We already heard about this guy and his story, Huckleberry Hill Farms, which was really cool.
Moving from the city up here.
Oh, wait. It was because hers...
Moving from...
Oh, my God. Let's see what this is. Let's learn more about Tina. Because I love her too, unconditionally. And I know if she eats too many treats, it's not going to be good. She ate enough. She gets treats all the time. And if I give her a treat when she's being annoying next to me here, it just reinforces the behavior, and she'll be like, she's very persistent. So I've just tried to not give her too many treats.
My name is
I don't
Tina
know if
Gordon.
there's
I'm the
video
founder
of
and
her
owner of Moonmade
playing
Farms.
the drums.
We are in the southeast corner of Humboldt County, in the heart of the Emerald Triangle, where the 3 counties meet. I love cannabis because this is my teacher. I think this is the most powerful plant on the planet. It's a symbiotic relationship because I feel like this plant has taught me about life and how to live life and how to engage in living life on a living planet. It really wasn't until I encountered this plant that I
Best edible dining recommendation in NYC. Well, you should check out, if you don't follow Miguel Trinidad. Miguel Trinidad was my co-judge on Bon Appetit Cook-Off. And we had a great time on that season. We also cooked one of the episodes of Bon Appetit, I think that was the first season, not the second season. I don't remember. And it was fun. He's awesome. He has 99th floor. And so you can, let me check what his, I think it's just Miguel Trinidad on Instagram. But he does great infused dinners. Chef Migs, MIGS, NYC. Chef Migs, NYC. And he does awesome infused dinners in New York. So go check him out. He also owns Marie's in, I don't know where it is in New York. I haven't been yet, but it's Italian food. And you know I love Italian food. So he's awesome. He's really great. Go check him out if you don't know about him. Now you do. That's fair. Bonbon is a little sweetie. She is a little sweetie. Tina playing drums back in the day. Let's watch that. Eddie, where are you expecting me to find this Tina playing drums? Moonmaid Tina Gordon drums. Lost Goat. Drummer of Lost Goat. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, this is Facebook. Not what I wanted. God damn it. This is her director. Yeah, I don't see any I don't see it. It doesn't exist, okay? So now everyone.
One of the really amazing things about opening up and being able to share and to be able to have tours.
I don't know what to tell you guys. We're going to have to like do something, film something separately with Tina because it doesn't exist online. And now my email went up and that makes me angry. So just, you know, I don't know where I can find a drum solo from her. So I know.
And be able to have friends come over. And is that we are approaching it a little bit differently. We get to welcome people now. And that's part of the moving in and it feels so good.
Yes, at Chef Makes NYC. That's it. Oh, that was it? What are these? Club Sesh. Look at you guys. 1.7 million views. Isn't that awesome? We love to see it. We love to see it. I think my DoorDash might be close by, you guys. Arriving now. This is him. I feel like I should give him a better tip. I think I gave him a pretty good one, but I think we can do. Oh. She's fierce. I don't know if you can hear her. That is me. That's me. That's my episode. I don't know what these are.
Right now, it's really like a reunion. It's really special. It's like family reunion, you know what I mean? In a sense, there's some relatives that you don't know, and there's some relatives that you know, but we're all here together for one common cause.
Wait, what? Oh, it's dropped off. Okay, you guys. Papa, you did not stay on your mark. Sweet. mini, but I'm still going to eat them. We'll take it. I told him it was fine. These are mini. I'm going to eat these with you, and then I'm going to go because I'm going to eat my pizza in peace. Okay. I'm opening the package. I love this. It's very chic. I might like this. I wonder if I'm going to like, the real question is the ratio, right? Of fondant to, this feels so regal, fondant to chocolate. And if I'm going to like this as much as I like the traditional. To traditional. Did you put it into the group club chat? Put it into the club chat. Because your link didn't post anything. Wait, let me show you what I'm doing. We're undressing the Cadbury cream eggs, okay? Okay. Oh my God. This is great. Thank you, madam. Okay. Badass. Go. Go, go, go. Tina's good. Sorry. Wow. She's like legit. Paradise Lounge, yeah. Wow. She's like legit smashing it. Damn. Go Tina. Yeah. Okay, so she's like a badass. We love to see it. And that is the cultivator and founder of Moon Made Farms. I'm going to go to the Sesh Made. Oh no. The GoPro. Good job, Eddie. Yeah, I mean, not like, it definitely wasn't a sing-along song, but that was good. You happy now? Okay, I'm eating one more of these because I'm really happy about these. The dog thinks they're for her. She really does. She's... Oh, why is all of the chat scrolling up? Weird. Oh, that was Madame Dram's link. That's right. So here's the Cadbury cream egg. Like a mini. I don't know what these are called. These are the mini. Yes. Okay. Like I said, it's about the ratio of fondant to chocolate. This isn't like, am I mad? No. Juan did an excellent job. Was very dedicated to getting me these Cadbury cream eggs. 5 stars. Submit. But I don't know why it doesn't let me change the amount. I can't change the rate dasher 5. Oh, okay. So we're going to tip that. Good job, Juan. We gave him a bigger tip. Okay. Good job. Oh, KOR's. Good night, Eddie. Good night. Wait. Oh, night. You're going to bed? That's cool. I'm going to go pretty soon. And I'm going to light this up one more time. So if anyone has any more questions before we go, if anyone else wants to join the Edibles Club, join Patreon. Let me give you my last little spiel, okay, before I get out of here and eat some pizza that is calling my name and hang out with Bon Bon. I'm going to drop the Patreon one more time. Patreon is the Edibles Club. And that is how all of this fun started and keeps going. It's all about the Edibles Club. It's where I hang out in the group chat. And it's a good time. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff in there. You should definitely join ASAP because I'm going to have a lot of behind the scenes shit for my club members. And I definitely prioritize you. So I am going to enjoy my pizza. One last thing, my cookbook, How to Eat Weed and Have a Good Time, comes out April 15. I don't want to do the math because I'm too stoned to do the math. Okay? So if you haven't pre-ordered, I don't know what to say. I feel like you're going to feel left out of the party because everybody's going to be making... Can we come up with a hashtag for that? What should be... Because we don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get people to get in trouble on Instagram. But let's think of a catchy... I'll think of a catchy hashtag for it. And I want everyone to post their edibles that they make for my cookbook. How to eat weed and have a good time. Keep Vanessa free. That's right. Keep me free. That's what you're doing when you join the club. You let me take my filter off a little bit more and we can do whatever the hell we want. And if we want to fund a shoot up in Humboldt, we can make that happen. You know, I have a feeling the club is going to take off because it is so special and it's so cool. And, you know, I just know there's a lot of us out there. So how to eat weed. That's funny. 27 days. Not a lot of days, okay? So you at least, at the very least, you want the meatball recipe because the meatballs, they're so good. They're so good. And the drinks and the chocolate recipe that's in here and the forget my birthday cake recipe and the illegally blondies. I need to make those actually. The illegally blondies are ridiculous. They are illegal. They're so good. Anyway, I love you all. I'm going to eat my pizza. I'm going to smoke the rest of my joint. I've been watching, White Lotus. I watched Adolescence. That was a little heavy. I didn't like that one so much. But if anyone has any recommendations for shows to watch, please put them in the group chat on Patreon. I'm going to put all of these raffle tickets into my gold raffle thing that's back there. And high cuisine. Ooh, that's a good idea. Liberty Genetics. Oh yeah, we'll figure out what we're going to do this Saturday. I think I'm going to poll the club. So if you haven't joined the Patreon and you want to have a say in what we're cooking on Saturday, then you should join. Okay, everybody. I love you. I hope you have a really good rest of your week. You know, it's hard. And it's important to be nice to yourself. So be nice to yourself. And that's the best advice I could give, is be nice to yourself. So, and that includes how you talk to yourself in your head. Try to be really gentle and talk back if you're being mean. Like, tell that voice to shut the fuck up. That's okay. Say, hey, I don't want to hear that shit right now. Okay? I'm doing the best I can. Because it's hard being human. So, peace and love. Go check out Moonmaid Farms. Tina, she's a badass. Go say hi to my friends at Cornerstone Wellness in Eagle Rock, California. Pre-order my cookbook. And join the Edibles Club. Have a good night.